So I heard that lesbians all have flannel, short hair, and look cool as hell. So do I qualify yet? Hello my lovelies, I'm Ray, and welcome back to Fanfiction Monday. I can't believe I've never done this before, but it's finally time that I read a Steven Universe fanfiction. So yes, the lesbians, the space rock lesbians, it's finally happening. So this actually is a high school human AU of Steven Universe, which I'm not normally a fan of a lot of alternate universe fanfictions, well, except for most of the Gravity Falls ones, because Gravity Falls. This one actually seemed pretty interesting, and of course, lesbians. I'm a little partial to that. So, let's get the fuck into this shit. It's just called Cassette Tape, so. Beep, beep, beep. She let out a small grumble before slamming her hand onto the alarm clock to shut it up. Meet Peridot Green. She's a small 16-year-old who is in year 9 and is late for school. New school, to be exact. Hurry your ass up, Peridot, or I'm leaving without you. Jasper, her sister, yelled through the house. Senses coming into her, she quickly slipped on her underwear, green hoodie with black pants, brushing her teeth, and slipped into her green bright shoes before running downstairs to grab her bag and meet Jasper, who was very pissed right now. Took you long enough. They both kissed their mom goodbye before leaving to their new school. Arriving at the school car park, she looked at her big and older sister, who looked shocked as she was. The school was huge. Walking outside with their bags, they were greeted with a group of boys who had smug looks. Hey look, fresh meat, the tallest of the group said. He had a blue hoodie, black shorts, blue eyes, and black hair. Jasper quickly locked her car and shoving the car keys into her black pants before walking up to the boy. She picked him up by the collar before throwing him into the ground. Peridot just sighed in annoyance before tugging her arm, signaling her to leave the group of guys alone because they're not worth it. Rolling her eyes, Jasper walked away with Peridot into the school. Hey, are you the new kid? A small, chubby girl who was just smaller than Peridot with a purple flannel asked, walking right next to them. Yes, we are the new people at this school, Peridot said with a deadpan voice. She was listening to Electric Love by Borns that was downloaded into a cassette. Is that a cassette? The small, chubby girl laughed. Jasper just went silent and glared daggers at her, which really scared the brown-haired girl. You got a problem with that runt? She asked the Vernon. No, I think it's sick, the girl complimented. Name's Amethyst, by the way. What's yours? She greeted with both her hands out to the strangers. Peridot and Jasper. Separating gets their ways since Jasper had a different class from her. Amethyst started to talk more and more to her, which Peridot actually liked. So, Peter, what you having in first period? Amethyst asked, walking to whichever class they had. Taking out her table, there seemed to be a list of Period 1, English, Period 2, Maths, Lunch, Period 3, Science, Period 4, PE, Period 5, Music. Ah yes! You got math and science with me! Amethyst cheered, walking into a room. Your classroom's right next to mine! Amethyst pointed to the room right beside it where the loud noises could be heard. See you at lunch, Perry! Entering the room before the bell went, she was greeted with silence for some reason. Oh, fresh meat! A loud girl's voice yelled throughout the room. She grumbled and turned up the volume and let the music ring through her earphones. She sat in the corner of the room, slumping and letting her bag hang from behind. Her emerald eyes slowly drooped through her glasses for some reason. Maybe because she stayed up playing too much Call of Duty and was becoming more and more sleepy. Again with the Call of Duty trope! There are more games than Call of Duty and Halo! Stop! Jesus fucking Christ, people! Also, Peridot's not the same type of person to be playing Call of Duty. She seems more like a Tales of Symphonia kind of person to be completely real, or Legend of Zelda. Just saying. Her blonde hair stuck up everywhere, sometimes getting confused for a boy, but she was used to it anyways. Once the bell went, the blonde girl turned off her cassette to obviously to hear what the teacher would be saying. She saw a tall man walk into the room wearing a polo shirt with well-combed hair. Guessing it was the teacher because no one ever puts on some sort of polo shirt and looking like they're going to a fucking ball. Okay class, settle down. Welcome to English class. I'm your teacher, Mr. Joe. He got cut off by a loud slam which startled the class. There entered a tall, beautiful girl with blue cobalt hair, blue ocean eyes which Peridot could stare at all day, black leather jacket with black pants to match and blue shoes. Yo, sorry I'm late, she announced, her backpack only hanging on one shoulder. Whatever, just take your seat, the teacher grumbled. She decided to sit next to Peridot. Great, this is just great. Don't show your gayness, Peridot, the blonde girl thought to herself. Anyways, we have a new student, Peridot Green. Peridot stood up, pushing her glasses up to her nose. Would you tell us something about yourself? The teacher asked. The small, short girl huffed. This is gonna be a long day, she thought to herself. The blonde girl walked into the cafeteria, only greeted by chatter and boring conversation she probably wouldn't be interested in. Yo, Peter, over here! A voice could be heard to her left and saw Amethyst, sitting with a bunch of other people she wouldn't know. Sitting down, she was greeted by a bunch of people. Garnet, Pearl, Ruby, Sapphire, and Lapis, who winked at her and then shook hands. Where's Jasper? Amethyst asked. Peridot only shrugged, not knowing her sister's exact location, but knew she would be coming right now. Sup? A voice greeted sitting next to Peridot. Guys, this is Jasper, Peridot's sister. After greeting each other and chatting, Ruby announced that there was going to be a party at her place for the middle of the year celebration. All agreed on coming, but a question ran through Peridot's mind. Who the hell runs a middle of the year party? And why did Lapis wink at me? Cause she's gay! I have to say, like, the grammar and spelling is... But, you know, yeah, I'll forgive them for that. I'll forgive them. Though I also have to say that Lapis's character, as of right now, with the whole loud introduction, seems nothing like her. She seems like the type of person, if she was a student, to kind of walk in late, not say a fucking word, and just head straight to her seat and fall right asleep right there. That seems like the type of person Lapis would be. It was Tuesday today, and it was the day of the party. Since Peridot was invited yesterday, she had to go because Jasper will force her to. Have a little fun once in a while, or you work too much, take your mind off for once. Standing up from her bed, she decided to wear a green flannel with a black shirt of an alien underneath, black pants and green Converse. Peridot walked downstairs to see that no one was still awake for some reason, confusing her. Taking her phone out of the pocket of her pants, the time showed that it was only 6 a.m. in the morning. In case you didn't know, school starts at 8 a.m. for her, so she had loads of time to sleep. I'll just eat breakfast and play COD, she thought before grabbing the cereal box inside of one of the cabinets in the kitchen. Let time skip. Fucking goddammit. Die, you clod! She yelled, smashing the button on her PS4 controller. She heard the door creak open and quickly paused the game, turning around to see whoever was behind it. It was just her mom, Yasmin Diamond. Honey, what are you doing up at 7 in the morning? This is rare to see you up so early. The tall woman smirked. I woke up an hour ago, so I just did whatever I did. Peridot shrugged, unpausing the game. Well, Jasper's awake now, so I think you better get ready for school, her mom said before leaving the room with a frustrated Peridot. Morning, runt, Jasper greeted, taking another bite of her toast. Morning, Tiger, Peridot greeted back. Jasper got the nickname Tiger from Peridot since they were really young because she had the skin pigment, but no one really cared in high school. Let me tell you something. You look different in... Actually, I think it's pretty much to do, like, all your schooling up until college, and people will judge you for that shit. It's petty, it's stupid, but they will judge you for that shit. So I'm pretty sure something like that, she would... Actually, she's terrifying, never mind. And nobody want to fuck with her on that whatsoever. Actually, I dare someone to fuck with her on that because she will probably fuck them up and it would be glorious to watch. This was their way of greeting each other and actually gotten used to it, not caring anymore. They soon left afterwards for school, Peridot accidentally leaving her cassette where she just screamed after realizing it. Once the sisters arrived to school, the blonde girl just let out a frustrated growl and stomped her feet and started a tantrum, which Jasper had to take care of. Separating their ways, Peridot decided to go to the library before class starts, which was in 20 minutes. Maybe I should study before classes start, she thought, moving to one shelf to another, her mind filling with information she needed. As she headed to the last shelf before she decided to head to class, she got pulled and thrown into a room, probably where the cleaning things were out into the library, the book still onto her hands. Wait, what the fuck kind of room are we in? Wait, cleaning things were out into the what? Like a supply closet? Maybe? Fuck, I don't know. Anyways, I'm fucking just gonna accept it and move on. Peridot was leaning into the wall where she got pushed and angry yelled, "What do you think you're doing, you clod?" She was cut off by a hand clasping into her mouth and a small chatter could be heard from outside of the room. Sentences like, "I think she went this way," or "I'll find her, I'm going to crush her." But soon after, the chatter died down, guessing they walked off. This was Peridot's chance to yell to the mysterious figure in the dark because the room was pure dark. Who the fuck are you? The light suddenly turned on and there stood Lapis Lazuli. Peridot, right? Wait a minute. Was it just Peridot or has Lazuli gone hotter? Probably has because this is Lapis we're talking about. I don't blame ya. Lapis is my bae, so I don't blame ya, Author-chan, or Peridot, or whoever is speaking there. Yeah, I'm Peridot, she answered, her throat dry. Wait, why did you drag me in here? She remembered the situation they were in right now and was definitely not enjoying it. Oh, what's wrong, Perry? Am I not allowed to bring cute girls into rooms? Lapis pouted, her blue eyes shining even though there was only little light. Peridot felt her cheeks heating up and pushed Lapis out of the way. Darn, we're gonna be late to class and I don't want that to happen, she grumbled, opening the door, but failed because the door wouldn't open for some reason. Whoa, what the fuck? She pushed her glasses up and hissed in anger, turning the doorknob in every which way to open it, but it was no use. Whoops, I forgot that this door is broken. Lapis just let out a laugh while Peridot just yelled in frustration. I was imagining Peridot doing like, just a pterodactyl screeching like, "Ah!" while Lapis just sitting there with her adorable laugh. That seems about right. They have been stuck in the room now for almost 2 hours, Peridot luckily always bringing emergency food. Lapis started- wait, hold on. 2 hours before nobody fucking noticed this shit? Really? I would think that, like, after hour 1, they would have been like, hey, Jasper, your sister coming to school? And Jasper would have been like, yeah, she did. I wonder where she went. And then they would actually look for her and shit. God, Lapis started taking off her black leather jacket, which startled Peridot, almost causing the smaller girl to faint. What are you doing? She exclaimed, fixing her glasses to an upright position. The Bluette let out a small laugh and turning to face Peridot. Taking off my jacket, of course. Unless... She walked towards Peridot, who was sitting on a stool. You want more than that? Yo, is this gonna turn into fucking smut? I don't want that. Please, no. As much as I love these characters, I don't want smut of them. Please, 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 no. Please, no. Lapis sat on the blonde girl's lap, making Peridot's face burn in embarrassment and shyness. Lapis was now only left with a white t-shirt, and you can definitely see through it. Am I interrupting something? A voice asked smugly. The two girls looked at the door, Lapis showing her cool, calm, and collected face, while Peridot, on the other hand, really wanted to die. God damn it, Ami, I was so close. Lapis whined, standing up from Peridot's lap. This is nothing like Lapis would be. This is not the Lapis I know and love. Stop. Stop. I am slightly uncomfortable. We were so worried about you, Pearl exclaimed, hugging the duo tightly. If you skipped class with your girlfriend here, you could have just told me, you know, Jasper pointed out, nudging the smaller girl beside her. Peridot just let out an annoyed sigh before turning to her older sister and giving her the, aren't you fucking serious, you clod? Ruby and Sapphire, who were literally right beside her, were busy fangirling about their ship, aka Lapidot. Amethyst, on the other hand, was eating something that didn't look like food. Garnet was nowhere to be seen, and Pearl being a motherly figure and checking if they got hurt or something. This was one hell of a school year to make matters worse. Peridot was developing a crush on Lapis Lazuli. I'm pretty sure it's more than a crush at this point, darling. I'm pretty sure you know that she likes you, and I know that you like her. So just. I actually have hurt to do. It's probably gonna be the last chapter I read because much as I love the shipping between Lapis Lazuli and Peridot, the spelling is actually bothering me a lot. I hate that. It's like such small mistakes too that if you like went through it once or like read it aloud once, you would catch them, which is what bothered me the most. From what Peridot knew, the party didn't start until 6 p.m. and was being held at the beach, which was literally a few minutes away. The time right now was 3:30 p.m., having enough time to get rest from all that schoolwork she's done. Setting an alarm for 5:30 p.m., she took off her glasses and plopped down on her bed, not bothering to change, and slept. What the small girl didn't know was that Lapis lived just across the street and was doing her work right in front of her window, where Peridot could be seen sleeping. Why is your window open while you're sleeping? Shouldn't you normally close it? Why is your bed like right in a spot? Like, why is everything set perfectly so you can see directly into her window? Like, wouldn't she have noticed that people can see into a window and been like, maybe I should close the blinds so that people can't see me sleeping? Because that's not creepy whatsoever. I don't know. I find it fucking creepy if people see me sleeping. It's just creepy. Smirking to herself, the Bluette quickly slipped on a blue high school jacket that had their school logo, BCH, printed onto it. A white crop top underneath it, a pair of skinny jeans, and the usual shoes she wears, blue Converses. Opening her window and crawling out of it before closing it shut, she ran across the street to get to the sleeping blonde's house. Snoring lightly, Peridot was in a deep slumber and was dreaming about something like taking over the world with these limbs enhancers that make her taller, or something like that. Not knowing, she forgot to lock her window earlier and now it's wide open, making it easier for Lapis to sneak in without her knowing that she's inside the room. Oh, this is now getting really creepy. I don't like any of this behavior right now. This is stranger danger straight up. Like, I don't fucking care that I ship these two. This is stranger danger straight up. Ooh. Grabbing Peridot's phone from the bedside table, she decided to check what's the time and how long it would take until the party started. It showed 4:23 p.m., having enough time for Lapis to fool around in Peridot's room, being the curious cat she is. She decided to check the closet first so she can give clothing to the smaller to make her stylish and more badass looking. This is really fucking creepy now, holy shit. Throwing clothes around, she finally found a good pair of shorts and a cute little black shirt with a green printed alien on it. To cover the shirt, she also found a green zip-up hoodie which, you guessed it, had a small alien in the middle of the shirt with big bold letters saying, "I'm out of this world." Laughing lightly, she took out her own phone this time and saw it was 8:28. How long is it taking you to go through this chick's... It was 4:23 last time we checked. Have you been in her room for a fucking hour? Holy shit, that's creepy. Time to wait for her to wake up. She smirked to herself. This is not making anything better right now. Peridot's room was filled with posters for bands and cartoons she watched and was painted green, which she did before school had started for her. Opening her eyes and groaning groggily, she wasn't woken up by a loud noise for the first time, but instead waking herself up. Lifting her glasses from the bedside table, she stood up then yawned, afterwards got startled by a huge blare. A loud blaring noise was the only possible way to wake her up since she was a deep sleeper. Turning off her alarm by a swipe of a finger, she walked up to her closet but stopped dead on her tracks when she saw who was leaning in front of it. Yep, it was Lapis Lazuli. Hey, you finally woke up. The taller girl smirked and standing straight, Peridot began to stutter words out. How did you get in my room? And how long have you been here? She questioned. Lapis just let out a small laugh. Okay, 1, your window was left open, and I literally live right across the street. She pointed outside her window where her house could be seen. And 2, I was only here for a few hours, no biggie. Excuse me, it was 1 hour. You gave me the timestamp. I'm gonna be specific about that shit. Fuck you. I'm 20 years old and I still can't say the word specific correctly. Fuck me. Peridot was slot for words. No biggie! No biggie! What's wrong with this Claude? She was screaming inside her head until her thoughts got cut off. Also, I went through your closet and got you this. Now quickly change or else we'll be late for the party. The smaller girl began to blush. She's literally right in front of me and she wants me to change? This girl's crazy! I'll turn around, don't worry, Lapis says, turning to face the wall. Peridot quickly took off her clothes and wearing the clothing that Lapis suggested since she was popular around the school. After finishing, Perry called out Lapis's name, probably telling her that she was allowed to turn around now. As Lapis so, she was met with a red-faced cutie pie who was staring at her with emerald, no wait, Peridot eyes. Oh, I get it, cause her name's Peridot. Ha, ha, ha. You look so cute, Perry. Lapis complimented, shocking Peridot and making her blush even more red. I don't even know if that's possible. And telling the bluette to shut her cloddy mouth, which made Lapis even more happy. Like a happy lappy. Aw, you're like a little angry slice of pie. Lapis cooed, finally earning a punch from Peridot. I've never heard that one before, but okay, we'll fucking take it. Good time, Skip. Fucking weeb. Speaking out of Peridot's window and jumping off the ROM to land into the floor, Peridot took her phone from the pocket to quickly text her sister, who was probably already there. Chat. Yo, Tiger, you at the party? Jasper the Tiger. Yeah. What about you? Do you tell Mom? Peridork. Yeah, she's coming home later, remember? Jasper the Tiger. Then why the fuck did you use the window? And why was the water witch there? Peridork. Whoops, didn't realize she wasn't home until I didn't see Mom's car, lol. And how did you know Lapis was in my room? Jasper the Tiger. I know everything, LMAO. That would not be their chat, but okay. I'll take it. Closing her phone, they finally arrived at the party thanks to Lapis leading her by the hand. Loud music was blaring from outside the house, and it was right next, no, even better, is on the beachy sand. A few people could be seen outside either making out or being emo and sitting to drink and talk. Aw, yes! This is gonna be so sick! Come on, Perry, hurry up! The Hawaiian girl dragging her into the house. Where's this weird feeling inside my chest? Also, the Hawaiian, when was it established she was Hawaiian? Hello, can we, also, why does she have the name Water Witch? I have many questions about this. I only read the first chapter before I started reading this, and the first chapter wasn't too bad, as y'all probably saw. But, like, it just, what? Lapis, why are you such a fucking creeper, man? You were my bae, and you're just fucking creepy in this, man. Fuck, okay. That's all I'm reading though of cassette tape, because I don't think I can take any more of this, because as much as I like this fanfiction, like, I just can't. Like, it's not that I like this fanfiction, I like this pairing, but this fanfiction is one making Lapis seem to be like a fucking creeper, and two is just, I don't know. It's not terrible, I read worse, trust me. It just bothers me. But either way, let me know what you think of this fanfiction in the comment section below. I'm always interested to know what y'all think of what I read. Also, if you guys want to read more of it, that'll also be in the description below, so definitely go check it out. That being said, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other videos, recommend me fan fictions, whether it's the fandom or the actual fiction. I'm always interested to see what you guys have in store for me. Don't forget to stay mythical, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, my lovelies.